the paint off a couple of screens. Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection as Fresno comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria! Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. The field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. Cortez smack to the left. That is gone. Rafa Perez, that's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win. And a win. Brian Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not?
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres. Está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. GSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus.
The road to Georgetown starts here from Sharyland Pioneer for Sharyland Pioneer High School, taking on none other than the Porter Cowboys of Brownsville. So Brownsville Porter Cowboys coming into Sharyland Pioneer High School. I'm Jacob Young, joined by, well, my camera operator as well, Ray Silva, and then once again, the color commentator that we're all here for as well. That is Edson Ochoa. Edson, how are you doing, sir?
Jacob, it is an honor to be back here with Rio Sports Live to bring you all the action of a match that is sure to be bringing the fireworks tonight here in Mission, Texas. I would not be surprised if the police were to come, because no fireworks here within city limits.
Indeed, yes, it's going to be a fantastic one. Of course, this game is brought to you by none other than tonight's playoff game, to be exact. This matchup is proudly brought to you by Kenny Perez Law, fighting for justice across the Rio Grande Valley. Injured in an accident, don't get played, get paid with Kenny Perez Law. And Edson, of course, what are you looking forward to tonight in this one? Of course, we can talk a little bit about Pioneer and the way that, of course, the Porter Cowboys have that history of making it to the playoffs, and not only making it to the playoffs, but making it to that second and potentially going on to state. So, I mean, let's talk about it. What are you most excited for and looking forward to tonight in this one?
I think what I'm most looking forward today is I would like to see the offenses bring in the firepower, right? Obviously, there's always this talk about, defense winning championships, but at the end of the day, you got to put those goals into the back of the net. And honestly, I mean, all you have to do is you got to score one more goal compared to the other team. But honestly, I think that today is going to be a beautiful day for soccer. I mean, you mentioned it. Porter has their tradition. Pioneer is also coming in from a really good season. I know you want to talk real quick about that. Mm-hmm. So Pioneer comes into this game with a 15-1 district record. Their last three games, they had a 3-2 loss on the 3rd of March against Sharyland, so they're in-town rivals. And then on the 6th of March, they beat Rowe High School 3-0. And then on the 10th, they beat PSJ Southwest 5-1. Now, Porter, on the other hand, they're coming in undefeated in district play, right? 18-0, right? So they're coming in, trying to continue that undefeated streak. And, the last three games that they've had, in the 6th, they beat Wesco East 3-1. The 10th, they beat Harlingen South 2-1. And then on the 13th, they blew out Edcow Chelsea 5-0. So Porter comes in with huge momentum. The problem is Today, they had to make they had to travel a long distance compared to what they used to play this game. So how is that going to affect them?
Yeah, indeed. That is the biggest question, of course, on everyone's mind. Sharyland Pioneer, of course, getting to host this match last year, going on the road to Brownsville Lopez. I kind of discussed that yesterday, of course. And the biggest thing is, how is that going to affect them in general? I think that they're used to traveling a lot because considering their district in general, you have to travel to Edcal, Chelsea, you have to travel to Harlan and South. Yes, those are a lot closer than going over to Sharyland Pioneer, but that is a question indeed. And something that we haven't mentioned yet is Sharyland Pioneer, or Brownsville Porter to be exact, Edson. We saw them only get here 20 minutes prior to kickoff, too. So that's something to keep an eye on, that they haven't necessarily had as much practice or as much warm-up as maybe they would have liked if they had gotten here even half an hour or 10 minutes even earlier.
Correct. And then you also take into consideration the weather right now. It's not as hot as you would expect here in the Rio Grande Valley, but at the same time, it's also not as cool as it was the last couple of days, right? So the kids need to make sure that they warm up correctly if they want to avoid any risks of getting injured, especially in such a I think it's going to be a tight, hard-fought battle tonight here because nobody's going to want to give an inch, right? So right off the bat, you mentioned it. The fact that they come in a little bit late, that's pretty much, in my eyes, giving a slight advantage over to Pioneer.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, too. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we will get you all with, of course, Kickoff, the national anthem, and all that fun stuff. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. For your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. A long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Back we go once again here from Sharyland Pioneer High School. Of course, once again, we would like to remind you all, as I'm Jacob Young, joined by my color commentator, none other than Edson Ochoa. Of course, tonight's playoff matchup is proudly brought to you by Kenny Perez Law, fighting for justice across the Rio Grande Valley. Injured in an accident? Don't get played, get paid with Kenny Perez Law. So, of course, Edson, right before we get things started here with, of course, the national anthem and all of that, we already talked about what you're looking forward to. Now, what are going to be the keys to victory for both of these sides? I know you talked about, yes, of course, you have to score more goals than the other opponent, but what is going to be that key factor for, let's start off with the Porter Cowboys?
I think that the key is gonna try to be getting shots from outside the box, right? We're playing on turf tonight, right? Turf tends to be a little bit bouncier. Turf tends to be a little bit slicker when it comes to the movement of the ball. So although Pioneer will probably be a little bit more accustomed to that, but you still have to put the keeper to the test in that aspect, right? So to me, that is going to be one of the biggest keys here, and I think for both teams, take advantage of the elements, take advantage of the environment that you have around you, and because any little thing counts. Because honestly, I think that this is going to be kind of a tight match.
Yeah, indeed. It is going to be a very tight match from both sides, like I mentioned. I'm very interested to see how this will all play out. The home crowd, of course, behind Sharyland Pioneer here tonight. It's going to be exciting indeed in the end. I think right now, looking towards it, yes, indeed, the referees just walking onto the field or walking off of the field, actually. So we have 11 minutes left on the game clock. It looks like because I guess the Porter Cowboys were late, Edson, that may be a factor of why there might be more time. A scheduled kickoff for 6 p.m. now might be a little bit delayed until closer to 6:10 or 6:20 potentially. So now will give us more time to even talk about this match as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think at the end of the day, good sportsmanship from Sharyland Pioneer to be able to grant the Porter Cowboys a little bit of more time to be able to warm up. I mean, we don't know. It's a long distance from Brownsville all the way over here. I mean, there's a lot of construction, going on within the expressway. Probably a delay that wasn't really their fault. So I gotta hand it to Pioneer for the display of good sportsmanship.
Oh, indeed, yeah. Giving them that extra 10 minutes is what you did see. The referees walk off the field. They were ready to get the game started, but I think both teams, of course, Sharyland Pioneer, like you mentioned, agreed for it. And so there's a little bit of a delay, I would say, but at the same time, of course, it just gives the Porter Cowboys an opportunity to warm up and get their legs fresh. And we talked about how much of a factor that would be for the Brownsville Porter Cowboys. You take a look at it as well. It's about an hour and sometimes 14 minutes from Brownsville Porter High School to get over here. Just also kind of just to McAllen, not to mention having to go over a little bit more north to Pioneer in general, to North Sharyland too. So interesting, of course, for that, just the travel length and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, just like from my house to South McAllen over here, it was like 20 minutes. So you're looking at an hour and a half just on the bus, and you have to be sitting at, that the school bus seats are not the most comfortable seats to be traveling in, right? So the players need all the time they can get to loosen themselves up, get warmed up, and I'm looking at they're practicing their shots, but man, a lot of these players have really good, and we talked about them knowing how to shoot from outside the box. A lot of these players are showing the skills from those shots from outside the 18-yard box. So that could be something that Pioneer is going to have to really look into that and not give them space outside that 18-yard box to shoot. So I believe one of the I believe there was a goal. I want to say it was either from Porter. I think it was Porter. That beautiful 18 shot from the outside the 18 that just curled into the upper 90, right? So we know that they have the capability, and the Pioneer is going to have to adapt in that aspect to make sure that they force them to pass the ball somewhere else instead of giving them the liberty to shoot.
Yeah, indeed. As for the Pioneer Diamondbacks, of course, you talked about them, Edson, with their record this season. Their biggest win, of course, coming off of beating their rivals of Sharyland Pioneer High School. And so that gave them that opportunity, that edge to be in this matchup in general, instead of having to play potentially, of course, another round against Brownsville Lopez, where they would have had to flip, if I'm not mistaken, for another chance at home. So just expectations for this game are extremely high in general, but going back to it, that final thought on Sharyland Pioneer, we already talked about what they need to do, but the biggest thing is, how do they get the job done in the end?
I think they're going to have to maintain concentration all the time. You know, there has to be clear communication in the defensive lineup to make sure that, to, like I mentioned, not give any free space over to the attackers to shoot, to cross. You know, make sure that that target striker inside the 18 is marked at all times, right? So it's a playoff match, right? The tempers might get high, so concentration is a must. You don't want to risk, you know, yourself getting a yellow or a red card and miss the next step if you were to win tonight, right? And so, at the end of the day, it's all about concentration, right? Because remember, tonight, it's one and you're done.
Yes.
Right? There's no tomorrow. You have to win tonight, and if you don't, that's the end of your season.
Yeah, indeed. You hit it perfectly, Edson. Win, you're on to the area round. You lose, unfortunately, your season is done and dusted. Well, we're going to take another quick break. When we return, we will be closer and closer to that kickoff for you all. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Now that becomes a hit. And that's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Back we go once again to hear from none other than Sharyland Pioneer High School. It is officially Dr. Noel Stadium. So very exciting. Once again, we will go officially to full screen as we will once again let you all know that this is brought to you once again by Kenny Perez Lawn. We quickly get to it. quickly get to it as you've heard it a couple of times before we head. Tonight's playoff matchup is proudly brought to you by Kenny Pettis Law, fighting for justice across the Rio Grande Valley. Injured in an accident, don't get played, get paid. Get paid with Kenny Pettis Law. So once again, we talked a little bit about it. Edson, well, one big thing will be, of course, I mean, if you win the coin toss, what do you want to do, of course, with it? Do you want to go with the wind, or do you want to go with the wind to your backs?
If it were up to me, I would honestly go with the wind in favor in the first half. You don't want to give that advantage to your rival. You want to take advantage as best as you can first, and then see where you're at, and then that way in the second half what you need to adjust now that you're going to have the wind against you, right? If you can take advantage of an opportunity right now, just take it, because you don't know if in the future, come the second half, the wind shifts to a different direction and you end up playing with both halves with the wind against you, right? So if you know that in the first half you have the opportunity to have the wind in your favor, take it.
Yeah, indeed, I would definitely agree with you on that. Especially, we know how common that is. Edson, with the wind to your backs, normally a lot of teams do better with the wind to their back. Sometimes teams do better with the wind to their front. We've seen it constantly, where it just depends on the way that they've been coached and the way that the teams like to play with, of course, the pace of the soccer ball and all that fun stuff. And so, like we mentioned, it looks like it's going to be Brownsville Porter who will technically have the advantage in the first half of the wind to their backs. And Sharyland Pioneer will have the wind to their faces in this first half. We're waiting to see who will end up getting, I believe, kicking off first. So referees do the coin toss. So we're just waiting on that. So I believe Brownsville Porter will elect to kick off first, is what it looks like. We'll wait and, of course, find out here. But really, all talk is mainly over, Edson, as we get set for 80 minutes of soccer, of course, in high school, with 40-minute halves in general. Final thoughts, of course, before we get on the road with this one.
My final thoughts, it's time. There's no turning back. Whatever you guys whatever both teams practice leading up to this, you're going to have to execute. There's no time anymore to be, let me adjust this, let me adjust that. No. All you're going to do once you enter those doubts, when you start doubting yourself, when you start doubting your tactics, that's where things get messy mentally. So at this point, you just got to commit to what you've already practiced. And that goes for both teams, because it's time to execute. It is time to show who's the better team, and it's time to show who deserves to go on to the next round.
Indeed. Once again, I'm Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa. He is in the booth with me today. And again, the by-district round of playoffs here will start just a little bit later than they expected. It was expected at 6 p.m. for kickoff. Brownsville Porter, as we mentioned, got here late at 6:40 p.m. Sharyland Pioneer were nice enough to give them an extra about 12 minutes or so to practice more. And so no national anthem. Referees are at midfield, and we'll have our two sideline judges go to their side, and then the main referee will get things going here. Both teams out onto the field. And, well, Edson, of course, if you want to explain what formations both teams are in.
So it's interesting seeing that right now it looks like Sharyland Pioneer kind of has almost like a line of three. Because you have in the back Jose Galvan, Jonathan Uribe, And then Jacob De Leon, who from what I'm looking at right now, is going to be going up a little higher compared to the rest of the lineup. So will be interesting to see.
Definitely will be very interesting. Indeed, referee checks his watch. That's what it looks like. Maybe putting his cards in his pocket as well. We're just moments away from kickoff. So Sharyland Pioneer actually will start things off with the kickoff. The referee, again, will head to his position.
Interesting. I just wanted real quick the formation for for Porter. We'll wait for a little bit, and I'll talk to it.
The referee blows the whistle. Game on here from Sharyland Pioneer High School. Pioneer Diamondbacks trying to control that possession, but you can already see how quickly out of the gate Brownsville, Porter, and the Cowboys are. It's going to go back, and the referee's going to stop play. And we resume with a dropped ball. No, it will be...
Yeah, it will
yes,
be a drop
indeed,
ball.
a drop ball. And Sharyland Pioneer will have it. So back we go once again here. An electric start to this first half already, Edson.
Yeah, high pressure from Porter. Look at that. Look at number 11. That is Pavel Barrera going up to try to put pressure on the goalkeeper right away.
Indeed, they're doing a good job right there. And again, Brownsville Porter just trying to control that momentum, controlling the possession again, and that pace of play is going to be key. Trying to send that one forward. That was Jonathan Uribe. Trying to get it past a long, lazy ball. Won't work this time, as it does almost went out of play, but it is kept with possession by Braden Ramirez. Played all the way back, it will go, and Brownsville Porter trying to play it out of their own end this time.
Ooh, careful.
Taken right back away. Gets tripped up. Advantage was played and taken right back away by the Porter Cowboys. So very quickly an open game as it gets to Alexander Castillo. Trying to play that one forward and play it all the way back. It will go. So Porter Cowboys just again trying to control that possession near midfield. Turning back around. Good job that time by Arturo Alarcon.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Nope. Good job by Roberto Torres there to communicate with his defender, number 2, Jonathan Uribe, and allow him to pick up the ball and kind of extinguish that dangerous through ball from Porter.
Meanwhile, once again, right back to it, Christian Contreras. Trying to play that one forward. Gets pushed in the back. The referee will call a halt to it, and it is going to be a free kick for the Pioneer Diamondbacks.
Neither team is conceding an inch whenever the other team receives the ball. You see the high pressure real quick, at the moment. As soon as they receive, they go in and put physical pressure on them and not allowing them to turn around and find an open teammate. So the question is, how long can both teams last playing with this high pressure, considering that it is more than 85 degrees here in Mission?
Indeed, sends that one inside the box. 50-50 challenge, says the referee. Play on. The Pioneer Diamondbacks got it, but it looks like a handball will be called, and it is going to be a free kick for Sharyland. Oh, check that, for the Porter Cowboys. Back to the action in front we go once again. Through ball is going to be controlled by the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Sends it back to the keeper. Good control by the Diamondbacks once again as that one is played back. And a good opportunity now slowing that one down. Pavel Barrera. Send a through ball forward, and it's back to the keeper. It will go.
One of the interesting characteristics that I'm noticing right now for Pioneers defense is that when they don't have the ball, the midfield and the defenders like really condense into the area where the ball is located, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they form a circle around it, and that at one end, that doesn't give them an opportunity to space to get. Careful.
A great through ball opportunity. Touch is just a little bit too heavy. And it will be back to a counter-attack opportunity sent back away by the Diamondbacks. Scary moments on both sides so far, and it's not over yet. Another through ball forward trying to send that one away, and greatly defended by the Porter Cowboys.
Yeah, but you also have to take into consideration that was great. That was a great what's the word I'm looking for? Reaction from number 8, Isaac Ramos, the center back for Porter.
Meanwhile, another opportunity. It's taken right back away. It is going to go out of play. Throw-in will still be for...
It's a foul.
Check that. It is going to be a foul. Free kick for Brownsville Porter High School.
Yeah, so that foul was called against number 8, Maximiliano Castillo. Bit of a push there from the Porter, on the Porter player. Pioneer recovers this ball, has to go back to number 15, Jacob De Leon, but he is kind of forced to send that ball out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Porter.
Headed back away once again, taken right back by Sharyland Pioneer. And for a split second there, that one goes still loose near midfield to be exact. And once again.
But look how Pioneer's defending 2 towards 1 player.
Yeah, indeed. Cross inside the box, tripped up, strike off the post it goes.
Still not over.
That one is saved.
What I was gonna say is like so the Pioneer is doing double pressure or double mark on the player that has the ball. But if you notice in that last play, they left the player all wide open, and that could have been a dangerous opportunity for Porter. As Porter steals the ball away, good job for the interception here from number 14. Has to go back to number 14 now to number 11, Pavel Barrera. Or number 10, excuse me, Alexander Castillo. Alexander going out wide, cross inside the 18-yard box. This could be dangerous. The goalkeeper leaves it rolling, and this ball is going to go out of bounds, unfortunately. And it looks like there may be an issue here with the Porter player, but referees continues the game. And there is going to be no, that's not a foul called against Hector Veliz. Play goes on, says the referee. Sisu Aguillon with the lobbed through ball going out wide, trying to find Luis Tovar, but that ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Pioneer. And it looks like Kevin Segura has gone back to his feet. Looked like he got a little bit hurt after stepping over the ball, but it looks like he's going to be okay to continue. Meanwhile, Porter had the ball, and they lose the ball right here to number 12, with Giovanni Uribe. Going out wide to Christian Contreras. With the pressure here from the captain, and the captain is able to get that ball away. That is going to be Sisu Aguillon. But his through ball gets intercepted, and that ball is going to be deflected out for a throw-in for Pioneer. And it looks like there is going to be a substitution for Pioneer, as we're going to have number 7, Alexander Vela coming into this match. And it looks like it's going to be Juan Garza, number 9, who has come out. It's going to be throw in here for Porter. Going long, attempting to find number 11, Pavel Barrera, but that's going to be headed out by the defense. It'll be another throw in for Porter. Throw in once again, trying to find Pablo Barrera. That is going to be headed out by number 12, Giovanni Uribe. That ball's going to go out of bounds once again, and it will be another throw in. And it looks like he's going to want to go deep. Arturo Alarcon goes deep with that throw in. That ball is still inside the 18. Volley there, trying to find the upper 90 of the goal. But that is going to go just a bit high, so it will be a goal kick in favor of Sharyland Pioneer. So far, we've had more opportunities on the goal of Roberto Torres, but it's still 0-0 here with 30 minutes left in this first half. Cambio de juego, trying to find number 15, Jacob De Leon. This is going to be recovered by the Cowboys. Alexander Castillo almost loses the ball, is able to recover, but he gives the ball away to number 5. And this could be an opportunity for Pioneer. Hector Vélez still with the ball, manages to control it, tries to give the ball out wide over to Jacob De Leon. That is going to be kicked out of bounds by the defense, and will be a throw-in for Pioneer. Jacob De Leon going out wide, trying to find Christian Contreras. And that ball is going to be cleared away by the defense. It's going to hit Christian Contreras before it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for Porter High School. Referees communicating for a little bit with Pioneer's coach. Some of the Pioneer players taking advantage and getting hydrated, and play continues on here at Noel Oliveira Stadium. Brownsville Porter loses the ball, headed out by number 27, Sean Dinger. And here comes the Diamondbacks. Jared Arevalo out to Giovanni Uribe. Back to number 8, Maximiliano Castillo, going out wide, trying to find a through ball to Christian Contreras. That ball is going to sneak past the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick for Brownsville Porter. A bit of a reaction here from the Diamondbacks, trying to find an opportunity out on the wings, but the way that the Porter defense has been organized out there has been pretty well done. Goal kick, going out long, trying to find Pavel Barrera. Can't get to that ball before it goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in, or a goal kick actually, for Pioneer. And Roberto Torres has told his defenders to move up off the field. Originally, they wanted to go short, but with the pressure that they're seeing from the top 2 of Porter, they decided to go long. And that goal kick is going to be intercepted. Now it's going to be a clearance from Pioneer going out wide, but this is going to be covered by Isaac Giovanni Ramos. Clears the ball up high, intercepted by Pioneer. Bit of a keepy up there in the middle. And now it is going to be Misael Ramirez who controls that ball, but they lose it in the middle once again. Pioneer going with the through ball, and that is going to be easily controlled by Isaac Ramos, who is going to clear this ball upfield. Recovered here by number 7, Alexander Vela. Alexander going deep for Hector Vélez. Hector Vélez inside the 18-yard box with the shot, and it goes just a little bit wide off of the goal. But a good opportunity right here from Hector Vélez. Take advantage of a little bit of confusion with the center back. Could not figure out where that ball was. and he manages to get a shot in that goes just a bit wide off of the goal. And it is 27 minutes left in this first half, and it is still 0-0 here at Sharyland Pioneer.
So indeed, great stuff, Edson, once again. As we quickly go, I believe the instant replay look, just trying to make sure.
Just real quick, looks like there's substitutions for Porter. Number 20 and number 9 are coming out. So this is going to be Luis Tovar and Yael Valencia coming out. And it looks like it is going to be number 15, Christian Cabrera, coming in.
That's going to be sent away past midfield. Through ball again, taken right back away. Sharyland Pioneer doing a great job of controlling that pressure. It's tripped up, and indeed.
I think the linesman called a throw-in favor of Porter.
So that's going to be a throw-in. It was close. The way the crowd reacted, I thought that was where it was going to go, but it is going to be a throw-in for Brownsville Porter High School once again. That one does go out of play very quickly. So yes, about 25 minutes left to play in this first half. Still 0-0 your score. So it does go out of play once again. Sharyland Pioneer with the throw once more.
It's two players putting the pressure on the ball carrier once again. So they're continuing with the high pressure, trying to avoid those quick passes. And look, they just recovered it right here. Good, Alexander Castillo.
Does get tripped up. It is going to be a free kick to the Porter Cowboys. And a chance for, well, it's just shy of midfield, Edson. But a good opportunity to try to make something happen here off of potentially a set piece. Sends that one forward once again, by none other than Gerardo Herrera.
And it did force a corner, though.
So it does force a corner in the end. Set piece opportunity for the Porter Cowboys.
And it looks like most of the attackers for Porter are on the far post. We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Sends that one inside the box.
Dangerous.
Almost scores.
Oh, what a save
and
there.
A save made once again. Another save in the end.
Good
Pioneer time impacts still 0-0.
Good reaction from Roberto Torres right there on all of the different, all of the two shots that they had right in front of goal. A little bit of a distraction there. Leaves the ball right into the 18-yard box. It looked like Roberto Torres was beat, but he was able to get a good reaction off of the goal line that avoided the goal. And then the second opportunity comes up big, gets another save, and is able to extinguish that opportunity. Porter is close, but it's still 0-0 here. But here comes an opportunity from Hector Vélez. And still Hector Vélez with the ball, but the referee has called a foul against Vélez. Looked like there was contact there on his marker, Arturo Alarcón. And so it is going to be a foul called against Pioneer and a free kick for Brownsville Porter. Free kick taken long, trying to find a teammate that will be headed up there by Alexander Vela. Will go out of bounds, and so it will be another throw-in for Brownsville Porter. This time it'll be Christian Cabrera. Nope, he gives that ball back to Arturo Alarcón to take this throw-in. Throw-in, trying to find number 13, Sisu Aguillon, and that shot is going to go just a bit wide off of the goal, and so it will be a goal kick in favor of Sharyland Pioneer.
Goal kick indeed by Sharyland Pioneer High School. Just good opportunities from both sides. Still 0-0 your score. It's at 22 minutes into this match. It's been pretty interesting to say the least.
And it looks like there's substitution here for Pioneer. We have Ezra Perez, number 22, coming into the match. Coming out of the field is number 30, Christian Contreras. Look at the high pressure.
Yeah. Opportunity trying to send that one forward once again. And it is going to go out of play.
Throw in taken, trying to find there the pressure onto Pavel Barrera, but the Porter loses it. Now they recover it here in the midfield. Lob through. Oh, what a nice heel pass going out wide towards. That looks like it's Sisu Aguillon, but Pioneer recovers. No foul, says the referee. Pressure there, and he comes out free with the ball, trying to find a pass here to Hector Vélez. Porter recovers it. Alexander Castillo with a through ball that is going to be easily going to be picked up by Roberto Torres, the goalkeeper. But we continue to see some of that pressure. Sometimes three players from Porter trying to go to the player that has the ball, trying to reduce those passing lanes per se. Oh, that is a good coverage there from Hector Vélez off of the goal kick. He's able to cover the ball really, really well as he received that ball. He ends up baiting a foul in his favor. And so it'll be a free kick opportunity here for the Diamondbacks. And it looks like it is going to be Sean Dinger who will be taking this free kick. All of the Diamondback attackers are about the 15-yard line. So we'll see what they have up their sleeve. Referee blows his whistle. Here comes the cross. That is going to be cleared away by Brownsville Porter as the center back urges his defensive line to move up. But it is recovered by Dinger. Through ball here to Vélez. Tries to go with the little screen, but that is going to be cleared away by number 8, Isaac Ramos. And so it'll be a throw-in for Pioneer here. And it is going to be Jose Galvan to take it. Jose going deep into the 18 to Vélez. Vélez with the marking from 2. He goes down in the 18. Referee says play on. And this is going to be a throw-in in favor of the Cowboys. But we continue to see here that double mark on the recipient of the ball. So be another throw in here for, this time it'll be for the Diamondbacks. Going deep, and that'll be intercepted by Kevin Segura. And it'll be cleared out of bounds, so it'll be another throw in for the Diamondbacks. And there's going to be a substitution here for Sharyland Pioneer, as it'll be Alexander Vela who will be coming off of the field. And coming into this match will be number 9, Juan Garza. Throw-in taken, going deep, trying to find Vélez once again. And this is going to be cleared away by the Cowboys, recovered by Pioneer. But here comes Giovanni Uribe, who kicks that ball into the stands. Not on purpose, of course. But that is going to be a throw-in for the Cowboys. Throw-in going to Alexander Castillo. Loses the ball quickly to the pressure of Pioneer. But the defense is able to clear that ball back into Diamondback territory. Recovered here by the Diamondbacks. And the ball is passed back to Roberto Torres, the goalkeeper. Roberto Torres going out wide to Jacob De Leon. Jacob going deep out wide, trying to find Vélez. That is going to be cleared away by the defense, number 17, Arturo Alarcón. And this ball is going to be recovered here by Dinger. And here come the Diamondbacks once again. This time it is Jared Arevalo. With a through ball, is able to find Ezra Perez with pressure here from number 8, Isaac Ramos. And it's going to be Isaac Ramos who's going to clear the ball out of bounds. Linesman says there was contact from Ezra Perez right before the ball went out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for the Cowboys. And there's another substitution here for Porter. This time it'll be number 18, Kevin Segura, coming out. And it looks like, give me a quick moment. I'll let you know who comes into the match for Porter. But Diamondbacks recover this ball. That is going to be Giovanni Uribe with a through ball, attempting to find Jared Arevalo. Oh, interception here from the Diamondbacks. Ball goes back to Giovanni Uribe. Vélez trying to go out wide with Erza Perez, and it's going to be recovered by the Cowboys. And this could be an opportunity for the Cowboys. Pavel Barrera. The ball has to go back here to Alexander Castillo. Going deep, this is going to be recovered by number 27, Sean Dinger. Misael Ramirez, still with possession of the ball. And an incorrect pass here from number 13, Ciso Aguillon, trying to go out wide, goes out of bounds, and it is going to be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks. Tried to go deep. That is going to hit number 19, Jesus Davis. And that ball will go out of bounds, so it'll be another throw-in. Referee's going to check on Davis, make sure he's okay. That looked like a gnarly hit from the ball. Unintentional, of course. But the player says he's okay, and we'll be free to continue in this match. Throw-in taken, good screen here. This could be an opportunity, but this is going to be cleared away by Isaac Ramos. The ball is recovered here by the Diamondbacks. And this is Vélez inside the 18, going out wide with the cross, trying to find a teammate. And this is going to be a shot from way outside from Maximiliano Castillo. And that ball is going to hit the crossbar, but of the field goal. And so that will be a goal kick in favor of Brownsville Porter. Goal kick taken here, going right through the middle, is going to be intercepted here by Giovanni Uribe. But it recovered by the Cowboys, but now recovered once again by the Diamondbacks. Has to go all the way back to Roberto Torres. Here comes Jared Arevalo, going deep, out wide, trying to find Ezra Perez. That will be intercepted by the Cowboys. Another interception here. This could be an opportunity. Going in deep with Vélez. Vélez outside the 18 is able to get past the defender. Takes the shot, but not enough power behind that shot, and that is going to be easily saved by Isaac Labra, the goalkeeper for Porter. But the buildup was pretty good by the Diamondbacks. Labra going deep, trying to find number 11. Looks like a little bit of push there. The referee says play on. Recovered by the Diamondbacks, but this clearance is intercepted here by number 15, Christian Cabrera. Going back to Gerardo Herrera. Recovered here by the Diamondbacks. This is Ciso Aguillon. Going out towards the right. Trying to find here Pavel Barrera. He goes down. The referee calls the play to stop. Looks like he has called a foul against the Diamondbacks. And so this is going to be a free kick opportunity for the Cowboys. And so this will be Misael Ramirez to take this free kick. Misael deciding to go short, allowing the defense to go up. The shot from outside the 18, that is not picked. That has to be picked up 2 times. Took 2 attempts for Roberto Torres to be able to handle that shot. But at the end, it allows the play to be extinguished. Pressure here from number 17, Arturo Alarcón, on Hector Vélez. And a foul is called, but the Diamondbacks lose the ball quickly. Ball has to pass back towards the defense. Going deep, is able to find Pavel Barrera, but the control was not the best. Loses it, recovered by the Diamondbacks. Sean Dinger going back to Jose Galvan, going deep to number 8, Maximiliano Castillo. Going out wide. This is Ezra Perez. Has to go back with Jonathan Uribe. Uribe trying to find Maximiliano Castillo. Bit of pressure there from the Porter defender. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. Taken quickly, is able to find Maximiliano. Loses the ball to number 14, Gerardo Herrera. And looks like there is going to be a handball called against the Diamondbacks, so it'll be a free kick in favor of Brownsville Porter. Isaac Ramos going out wide to his teammate, Jaden Ortega. And this attempted pass from Jaden Ortega, trying to find number 19, Jesus Davis, goes out of bounds, so it'll be another throw-in for the Diamondbacks. And that throw-in is going to go long, but it's going to be picked up quickly by Misael. But it is going to be recovered by the Diamondbacks. Inside the 18-yard box with the shot, and in 2 attempts, it is going to be Isaac Lavera who is able to cradle that ball in his arms, and he extinguishes another play from the Diamondbacks. Ladies and gentlemen, surprisingly, with 11 minutes to go, just over 11 minutes to go in this first half, this game is still 0-0. Throw-in taken here by Jacob De Leon, going back to his teammate, Jonathan Uribe. Jonathan is able to find Maximiliano Castillo, who then seeds the ball over to number 9, Juan Garza, and sends that ball over to the left wing. Through ball attempting to find Vélez, I believe number 8, Castillo. And so that is going to be another goal kick for the Cowboys. Goal kick taken by the Cowboys here. And it is going to land towards Pavel Barrera, who makes a cheeky touch with his heel to try to find his teammate, Sisu Aguillon. But that is going to be cleared out of bounds by the defense. So it'll be a throw-in for the Cowboys. Throw-in taken, intercepted here by Jacob De Leon. Recovered by Arturo Alarcón, trying to go deep into the 18. Is going to be headed out by Jonathan Uribe, but it is going to be recovered by the Cowboys. And here come the Cowboys out on the right wing with pressure here, but it is going to be the defender, Jose Galvan, who is able to recover that ball. And it is now in possession with the Diamondbacks. Ooh, this could be dangerous here, but it is going to be Jonathan Uribe who's going to head that ball back to his goalkeeper, Roberto Torres. But that attempted cross of the ball, trying to go from right wing or from left wing to right wing, was almost intercepted by a Cowboys player. And that ball bounced dangerously towards the 18, but thankfully Jonathan Uribe was there to seed that ball back to his goalkeeper. Bit of communication here from number 15, Jacob De Leon, has to head the ball back in an uncomfortable position, leaving Roberto Torres no choice but to clear that ball out of bounds, gifting a throw-in for the Cowboys. And looks like there is going to be a substitution here for Porter. And it looks like it is going to be Jesus Davis who will be coming out, as well as Jaden Ortega, who come out of this match. So we got personnel change right here. We'll let you know who it is in a moment. And Pioneer has their own substitutions. And it is going to be Matthew Sanchez and Christian Contreras coming in. And it looks like it is going to be one of the players coming out for the Pioneer is Hector Vélez, the striker. Throw-in taken deep into the 18. Attempted cross, that is going to be picked up by Roberto Torres easily. And he throws that ball over to his winger. So it looks like a counterattack. Good pass here, attempting to find Maximiliano Castillo, but it is going to be recovered by Vélez. Vélez with a through ball. This is going to be picked up by Isaac Ramos. And Porter has the ball once again. Good slide tackle there, almost recovered possession. Oh, nice turnaround there by Alexander Castillo to maintain possession. Through ball, attempting to find Sisu Aguillon. Aguillon puts the pressure, does not allow Jonathan Uribe to clear that ball in a comfortable position, and it is going to be recovered by the Cowboys. Through ball from the Cowboys. Another through ball trying to find Sisu Aguillon, but the linesman has called Aguillon offside, and so it'll be a indirect free kick in favor of the Diamondbacks, which they resume play. Jacob De Leon with a through ball to Maximiliano Castillo. He goes down on the ground, and the referee has called a foul in favor of the Diamondbacks, called against Misael Ramirez, and they quickly restart the play. Good slide tackle there. I believe that is from Gerardo Herrera. But the Diamondbacks still have possession of the ball, and that ball is going to slip away from Christian Contreras, and it will be a throw-in in favor of Porter High School. Less than 7 minutes to go in this first half, and it is still 0-0 here at Dr. Noel Oliveira Stadium at Sharyland Pioneer. And Porter right away loses the ball off of the throw-in, and so that gives the ball back to the Diamondbacks. Throw-in is able to find Vélez. Vélez goes inside the 18. Goes gonna go with a shot. He does go with a shot with such a very difficult angle, and that ball is gonna go out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick in favor of the Cowboys. But once again, the Diamondbacks are relying on those through balls over to Hector Vélez to be able to sneak past the defenders. So far, it hasn't reflected with goals, but it has proven effective to at least be able to get through that defensive line for Brownsville Porter. But now we're seeing a couple more opportunities from the Diamondbacks that have been more danger than the Cowboys. This cross is going to be intercepted and cleared away by Jonathan Uribe. And Jose Galman is able to bounce that ball off of a Porter attacker. And so it will be a goal kick in favor of Sharyland Pioneer. Roberto Torres sends his men to go upfield, and he goes long trying to find Jared Arevalo, intercepted here by the Cowboys, but it is recovered quickly by Christian Contreras, but he loses the ball. Through ball trying to find Sisu Aguillon, but it is going to be Jose Galvan who gets there first, and he's able to find his teammate Matthew Sanchez. Matthew Sanchez seeds the ball over to Giovanni Uribe. Back to Matthew Sanchez out on the left wing. With pressure here from Alexander Castillo, and Castillo recovers the ball, and here come the Cowboys. Through ball, trying to find Arguillon. It is going to be intercepted by Sean Dinger and cleared upfield. Oh, what a recovery here. I believe that was Contreras. Through ball to Vélez, and that is going to slip away from his foot and easily go towards the arms of Isaac Labra. Labra decides to go upfield, intercepted by Dinger. And I'm not talking about A.J. Allmendinger either. Going out wide, here come the Cowboys. Sisu Aguillon has to retreat back. Another through ball, this time trying to find Pavel Barrera. But that through ball goes just a bit long. There was no opportunity for Barrera to get to it, and so that is going to be a goal kick for the Diamondbacks. Goal kick going short, going out wide towards Jacob De Leon. The ball goes back to Jonathan Uribe, who goes back to Roberto Torres, trying to get Porter to raise their lines up and hopefully go for a lobbed through ball going long. So far, they haven't eaten the bait. Jacob De Leon going into the middle towards Giovanni Uribe, who has to go back to Jonathan Uribe, who goes back to his keeper. Pressure there from Porter forces the goalkeeper to go up high. And here comes Vélez. Vélez with pressure, still with the ball, trying to go with the through ball. I'm assuming he was trying to find Matthew Sanchez, but he was just a little bit too far back, and that is going to be easily picked up by Isaac Labra, the goalkeeper. Labra goes up high, This will be intercepted by the Diamondbacks, but it's easily recovered here by Porter. And the referee is going to call a foul on an action committed against Sean Dinger. And it'll be Sean Dinger himself who will kick this ball upfield off of this free kick. 2.5 minutes left in this first half. It is still 0-0 here at Sharyland Pioneer. Dinger going up high into the 18-yard box. Header there from Isaac Ramos. And it is going to be Luis Tovar who will clear this ball out of bounds. And so the Diamondbacks are able to negotiate a throw-in in their favor. Throw-in taken quickly by Jose Galvan, going deep. Header, this will be cleared away by the defense 2 times. But is recovered here by the Diamondbacks. Going out wide to Contreras, but recovered by Porter. And Porter is kind of forced to go with a long ball upfield, easily picked up by Jonathan Uribe. Jonathan Uribe has to go out to Jacob De Leon, who at the same time, with the pressure, has to give it back to Roberto Torres. He goes upfield. Header, here comes the Vélez. Vélez inside the 18-yard box, and that is going to be a save by the goalkeeper. Good one-on-one skills there from Isaac Labra against Hector Vélez. Hector Vélez stays on the ground, hoping to attract a call for a penalty, but that was a good save there from the goalkeeper. And Christian Contreras recovers the loose ball, but he is only able to negotiate a corner. Corner kick taken short, going to Jonathan Uribe, going back to Giovanni Uribe. Jonathan with the cross. That is going to be picked up here by Isaac Labra. And it looks like there is going to be a foul called against, I want to say that looks like Jared Arevalo, as they were both going for the ball. But Isaac Labra gets to it first, receives the contact inside the 6-yard box, and that is going to be easily going to be called a foul by the referee. So free kick taken by the Cowboys, going upfield, is able to get all the way to Gerardo Herrera, who heads that ball, recovered here by Contreras. Contreras to Giovanni Uribe. Through ball here towards Vélez, and it is going to be Labra who gets to this ball first. But we're seeing there the battle here between Vélez and the center backs. Porter still has the ball, and the referee has called for halftime here at Dr. Oliveira Stadium. There's been a lot of action on both sides of the field, but as I mentioned, surprisingly, it is still 0-0 here in Mission, Texas, but it has been a very, very entertaining match nonetheless.
And as we go into our halftime slate presented by none other than Kenny Perez Law Firm, as we will get into it, of course, Edson, in this halftime show. Again, presented by none other than Kenny Perez. It's been an exciting matchup. You, of course, have been calling the match. So what have you seen from this side for, well, Sharyland Pioneer? It seems like they've had more of the advantage late in this, later in that half, to be exact.
Yeah, so we were seeing that the early part of the first half, it was more of the opportunities on goal of Roberto Torres from Porter High School. We started seeing a lot of that high pressure, that upfield from the Cowboys, right? And it was making it difficult for the Diamondbacks to be able to maintain possession and try to find some opportunities. But as the half went on, and it appeared that the Cowboys starting to get a little bit more fatigued, and so that forced them to not commit to that high pressure. That allowed the Diamondbacks a little bit more space to find those through balls, to try to find Hector Vélez. And so far, those through balls have been effective. Unfortunately, Vélez himself has not been as effective as those through balls. Some of the shots that we have seen on the goal of Isaac Labra have not had that power behind it to be able to get past the goalkeeper.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, halftime is brought to you by Kenny Pettis Law, available 24/7 in proudly serving families across the RGV. No fees unless they win. That's Kenny Law. That's Kenny Pettis Law. Now, of course, yeah, we talked about it, Edson. It was an interesting first half. It's going to be an exciting second half. Of course, I'm Jacob Young. This with, of course, Edson Ochoa. He ended up being the main play-by-play commentator here in this, of course, first half for us as I took over the camera works. And of course, once again, also a reminder, this playoff game is presented by Kenny Pettis Law, your local injury attorneys, with over $75 million recovered for clients across the valley. Call today for your free consultation. We'll be back, of course, with bringing you the second half and as well as the halftime highlights. Stay tuned.
Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Kenny Pettis came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Pettis Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Pettis Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget what day it is. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
I'll do anything for my clients.
Would you pick up our kids from school?
Yeah, I could do that.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Camp.
Time to take a new look. Maybe your first look at Buick. You're smart, hip, and affordable for you. Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
This is the island where adulting takes its own vacation. South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Back we go once again here from none other than Sharyland Pioneer High School. A reminder, of course, this game is sponsored by none other than Kenny Pettis Law. We'll give you a quick little opening for the second half. We're back for the second half of playoff action, powered by Kenny Pettis Law. Trusted by hundreds of families with 300 plus 5-star reviews and counting. It's again joined by none other than Edson Ochoa. He'll help out, of course, with the play-by-play and all of that fun stuff here for the second half. Well, Edson, what do you see happening here?
Well, we started to see the fact that Porter was getting tired. They were not able to commit to that high pressure that was working so well in the first minutes of the first half. And we're starting to see that the Diamondbacks were getting a little bit more comfortable passing the ball. So if the Diamondbacks continue this run of form, we might see them, scoring first. So basically, that was the momentum as we headed into halftime. However, with this break, that is going to allow Porter to kind of refresh, regroup, and I think the first 5 minutes will be important to see how the second half is what direction the second half is going to go into.
I definitely have to agree there. Porter, of course, not necessarily having the chances that they would have liked to have in that first half in general. It started off strong for them, but slowly but surely, all of a sudden, we saw the opportunity happen with none other than the Pioneer Diamondbacks, which is very exciting Indeed. So, looking forward to this second half with you all here on Rio Sports Live Network, and we cannot wait to bring you all this second half coverage. 40 minutes put on the game clock, and well, this is a good chance for us to see who will be going through to the next round. Of course, if it stays drawn at 0-0 after regulation, we will head into two, I believe, 10-minute periods of extra time before PKs. So let's in really quickly as we get things set here. Final thoughts before we head into the second half.
I think final thoughts is first half, very entertaining, opportunities on both sides. I don't think it's going to change for the second half. Everybody that's out there watching on all of our social media for Rio Sports Live, I hope that you are entertained, and I have a feeling that this entertainment is going to continue into the second half. So don't go away just yet, because we are moments away from the start of the second half here at Dr. Noel Oliveira Stadium in Mission, Texas.
Indeed. Here at, of course, Sharyland Pioneer High School. Always have to mention that again right before we start the second half. This second half powered by Kenny Perez Law, trusted by hundreds of families with 300 plus 5-star reviews and counting. As finally the Porter Cowboys breaking out of their huddle. It's only going to be exciting from here on out. And the Porter Cowboys, I think this, Edson, could potentially be beneficial to the Cowboys in general as they leave the wind to their backs this time. Now I'm outside, as you all can hear the wind. It feels like that is the advantage for the Porter Cowboys if they can grab one with the wind to their backs.
That is correct. The referee's waiting to start this second half, looking at his watch. And it's game on here at Dr. Noel Oliveira Stadium in Mission, Texas. This time it is going to be Brownsville Porter who will begin this action of the second half. And this ball is recovered here by Giovanni Uribe. Gives the ball over to Jared Arevalo. Jared Arevalo trying to find a through ball to Hector Vélez. We talked about how important that was in the first half, as we have a player on the ground. But as I was saying, it was very important seeing those through balls, trying to find Hector Vélez, who uses his strength and positioning to get past the pressure from the defenders.
Indeed, very important there. The time has stopped at 39 minutes and 20 seconds here in this second half. Really just about 1 minute down after this one. So we'll head to break very quickly.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
No importa en cuál etapa de tu vida te encuentres, Texas Almost College está aquí para ayudarte a progresar. Ya sea que estés empezando desde cero, cambiando de carrera o adquiriendo nuevas habilidades. TSC tiene programas accesibles diseñados para adaptarse a tus metas. Es hora de dar el siguiente paso. Piensa en grande, piensa claramente, piensa en TSC.
Back we go once again here from Sharyland Pioneer High School. It's again Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa. Edson Ochoa taking over play-by-play duties. And, well, Edson, take it away.
Sounds good, and it looks like it is going to be Pavel Barrera, who is going to be okay, but he will step off the pitch for a little bit, and we will see who is going to be taking his place on the field. It looks like it is going to be number 9, Yael Valencia, that will be taking over that right wing position. And so it'll be a drop ball here, and the referee gives the ball to Isaac Labra, who will cradle that ball in his arms, and looks like he is going to kick that ball deep upfield. This was going to be intercepted here by Giovanni Uribe, but it's still possession for the Cowboys. Cleared away by Dinger. And here comes Contreras. Contreras to Alexander Vela, loses the ball. The ball kind of stays behind him. Bit of a tussle there between number 10, Alexander Castillo, and I believe that was Giovanni Uribe of the Diamondbacks. The referee calls a foul, and the Cowboys restart the game quickly. There's a ball over here. Gerardo Herrera loses the ball quickly. Recovered here by Alexander Vela. That ball is going to be intercepted. Slide tackle here from the Diamondbacks. It'll be a throw-in for Sharyland Pioneer. Throwing ticket quickly to Jared Arevalo. Jared Arevalo with the pressure. He still maintains the ball, and he is going to attract a foul from Gerardo Herrera, and it will be a free kick in favor of the Diamondbacks. And it looks like it is going to be Hector Vélez who is going to be taking this free kick. So will he go direct, or will they try to go with como le dice in Spanish, jugada de pizarrón? Vélez with the cross. That is going to be intercepted and headed out by Isaac Giovanni Ramos. But it's going to be recovered by Vélez himself. Tries to guide that ball to go out of bounds. Gets a touch there from Sisu Aguillon. Ends up hitting his own teammate, or actually does hit the Diamondback player. So it'll be a Porter ball. But it is easily recovered here by Jonathan Uribe. Jonathan here to Jared Arevalo. Has to go back to Uribe. Uribe going upfield trying to find Vélez. And that ball is going to be cleared away. And it will be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks.
So thrown for the Diamondbacks this time. As we're still with a stoppage for a split second. The time stopped at 37:18. So interesting, of course, Edson. What have you seen so far in the early goings?
So far, we've seen the Diamondbacks trying to do the same thing, trying to find Vélez. But now it is going to be a lot more pressure here from the Cowboys. And this will be a substitution, and it is going to be Sisu Aguillon coming out because of the injury. And play resumes here. And here come the Diamondbacks going out wide towards Jacob De Leon. Jacob surveys his options, going out wide to Contreras. Recovered here by the Cowboys. Here comes the counterattack, and this is going to be Pavel Barrera with a back heel, and it's still Porter ball with the pressure, but it is going to be Maximiliano Castillo who recovers it, passes the ball back to Roberto Torres, clears the ball upfield, is able to find Jared Arevalo. Jared passes midfield with pressure here from the defense, and it is going to be Alexander Castillo who gets the final touch, so it'll be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks.
Indeed, Castillo to take that throw, takes it quickly. Well, actually, we'll give it up, and now taken.
And that is going to be number 10, Jared Arevalo, still guarding that ball, has to go back with his teammate, Sean Dinger. Dinger trying to go with the through ball, but that is going to be easily picked up by Isaac Labra, and that's going to extinguish this attack from the Diamondbacks. Ball is kicked upfield, recovered by Dinger. Headed upfield, but it is recovered by Yael Valencia. Another recovery here by the Dinger. Tries to go out wide to Maximiliano Castillo. That ball is going to slip away. It'll be a throw-in for Porter. Taken quickly here by Luis Tobar. Luis Tobar going upfield with trying to find Pavel Barrera, and it's going to be recovered here by the Diamondbacks. That ball did not go out, says the linesman, but it is recovered by the Cowboys. Alexander Castillo has to go back with Gerardo Herrera. Going out wide, back to Castillo. Good 1-2 passing right there. Through ball. Going into the 18-yard box. Good slide tackle by Sean Dinger. Avoids a dangerous opportunity and clears the ball away, but it is recovered by Gerardo Herrera. Cowboys still with the ball. Alexander Castillo, and a player is down for the Diamondbacks. Play continues. Intercepted and cleared away by Jonathan Uribe. And the referee is gonna call for time.
Yeah, 34:59 to be exact is the stoppage. And we'll head to full screen break here momentarily.
Hey, champ. My dad got hurt in a car crash, and our insurance company isn't helping us at all.
Give this to your dad. Have him give me a call.
Thanks, champ. Hey, I've been working on my jabs.
Let's see what you got.
Hurt in a car crash? Call the Law Champ.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
All right, we're back.
Back we go once again to hear from none other than Sharyland Pioneer High School. It's again 34:59 left to play in this second half. So still over half an hour to play, to be exact. And Ledson, what have you made of this momentum that we've seen so far from even Porter right now?
I think the biggest thing, like I mentioned before, like Diamondbacks want to continue to push, but Porter's starting to put a little bit more of defensive support. The problem is now we're seeing instances where players are kind of getting injured at moments, or just minor injuries. But that is as this game is going to continue, and how chippy it has been so far. The risks for injuries continue on here. And here come the Diamondbacks going out wide with Contreras. And he loses the ball quickly to Arturo Alarcón. And here comes the attack from the Cowboys. Has to go back with Alarcón. Crosses the ball over to Luis Tobar. Going out wide to Yael Valencia. Yael Valencia lets the ball go out of bounds. And so it'll be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks. Throw-in taken by Jose Galvan, giving the ball over to Jonathan Uribe. Jonathan dribbles the ball upfield. Still no pressure. A little bit of pressure there from Sisu Aguillon. And it forces Uribe to give the ball away to the Cowboys. Here goes Arturo Alarcón. He's able to find Kevin Segura. Kevin trying to go out wide. That ball gets intercepted. A good pressure there. I believe that might have been Isaac. No, but that was Yael Valencia. But it is still Diamondback ball. Spoke a little bit too soon. Recovered here by the Cowboys. Going out wide to Gerardo Herrera. Loses the ball with good pressure from Alexander Castillo. Giving the ball to Giovanni Uribe. Is able to maintain possession of the ball. Trying to go out wide towards Christian Contreras. That ball's going to sneak away from him. It'll be a throw-in for the Cowboys, who lose the ball quickly and recover it. This is going to be Alexander Castillo giving the ball to Sisu Aguillon. Here come the Cowboys. This could be an opportunity. Trying to go for that little cheeky up, trying to find Sisu Aguillon. That ball gets cleared away, but is recovered by the Cowboys. Here comes Porter with the through ball, trying to find Pavel Barrera. He is onside, but he has to wait for teammates to come up, has to give the ball back. Cross inside the 18-yard box. This is dangerous, but it is going to be picked up easily by Roberto Torres. That cross, attempting to find a teammate. I believe that might have been number 11, Pavel Barrera, to try to deflect that ball into the net. Actually, that was for Sisu Aguillon. But unfortunately for the Cowboys, he wasn't able to get up there and meet the ball. But here come the Cowboys again with the through ball. That is going to slip all the way to the possession of Roberto Torres. Roberto Torres is going to take a couple of seconds here to get his Diamondbacks organized once again. goes up high. That is going to be intercepted by Luis Tovar. Recovered and headed upfield by Jared Arevalo. And that ball is going to sneak out of bounds, attempting to find Juan Garza. So it will be a throw-in for the Cowboys, taken by Luis Tovar. Luis Tovar going upfield. That ball did not go back into the field of play. It is going to be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks. Throwing going long, attempting to find Vélez. Once again, another throw-in that does not go into the field of play, so to give the ball back to the Cowboys. Quick throw-in here by Misael Ramirez. The ball is given to Gerardo Herrera. Going into the middle to number 10, Alexander Castillo. Goes out wide, through ball here to Aguillon. Aguillon turns around, takes the shot. That is going to go just too high off of the goal of Roberto Torres. And so it will be a goal kick in favor of the Diamondbacks. But Porter's starting to get some more pressure on here, and there's going to be a substitution. Jacob.
Yeah, exactly. Substitution, as we see it now, going on to, or off of the field, I should say, coming onto the field for Sharyland Pioneer, Ulysses Lozano. Coming onto the field, that's going to be for none other than Christian Contreras. So that's going to be an interesting time right now.
So with, oh, go ahead.
Oh, back underway we go, and it is going to be a goal kick once again sent away.
And is able to find Hector Vélez. Seats the ball over to number 8, Maximiliano Castillo. And here comes number 10, Jared Arevalo, inside the 18-yard box. Tries to go for a pass, goes to Vélez with a shot! And it goes just a bit wide of the near post. Ladies and gentlemen, that was another opportunity that was rescued by Hector Vélez. That initial cross by Jared Arevalo was not in the way that he would have expected, but Hector Vélez was able to save the play, get a shot on goal, and by just a couple of inches, it didn't go into the back of the net. Ladies and gentlemen, 29 and a half minutes left in the second half, and things are still 0-0 here at Noel Oliveira Stadium.
Yeah, indeed, Edson, really quickly, I mean, that was a fantastic chance by the Pioneer Diamondbacks. We talk all about it all the time, Edson, you and I, about just all it takes is one opportunity. One team could be dominating most of the possession and even the shots on target, but one mistake from the opposition, giving yourself that opportunity to take the lead. That's exactly what Pioneer were able to do, but not score.
And the referee here is going to call for a throw-in. The fans that made themselves the trip all the way over here to Mission from Brownsville were asking for a foul. Referee says no such thing, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks. Throw-in taken quickly, and it's going to be recovered here by the Cowboys. Through ball that is going to be intercepted by the Dinger. Sean Dinger going out wide, first time touch. Attempting to find Dinger once again. That is going to be cleared out, and it will be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks. Throw-in taken, and that is going to go out of bounds. So now this time it will be a throw-in for the Cowboys. Throw-in taken, headed ball upfield. It'll be recovered by the Diamondbacks. Another clearance, that's going to go out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Cowboys. We're seeing the Cowboys being a little bit quick to be able to restart the game here. But now they're able to maintain a little bit of possession. Here comes the Cowboys. Pavel Barrera to Ciso Aguillon. Aguillon with a shot. That is going to be blocked by Jose Galvan. And it is going to be recovered for a moment by number 8, Maximiliano Castillo. With the pressure here from Arturo Alarcon, the Diamondbacks still have possession of the ball. Oh, this is dangerous. Recovered by the Cowboys. Has to go back to number 9, Yael Valencia. Towards the middle to Alexander Castillo. Has to go out wide with number 18, Kevin Segura. Kevin with pressure from 2. He is able to negotiate a corner kick in favor of the Brownsville Porter Cowboys.
Indeed, corner kick conceded by Sharyland Pioneer High School, but good defensive work from the Pioneer Diamondbacks to only allow that to be a corner kick conceded and not potentially a goal.
So this is going to be a good opportunity for the Cowboys. We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Jugada de pizarrón. We'll see what happens. Crosses. That's going to go deep. Oh, that was able to find. I believe that might have been Isaac Ramos, almost all alone in the far post. But that touch was not in the direction he would have wanted. But it is still, well, for a minute, it was Porter ball. Recovered by here the Diamondbacks. And there's the pressure here to Hector Vélez. And it is going to be Arturo Larcon who recovers that ball. And it forced, I believe that might have been Luis Tovar, to clear that ball out of bounds. And so it will be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks. Ball going out to Juan Garza. Intercepted there. Another interception this time by number 12, Giovanni Uribe. Giovanni over to Jared Arevalo. Through ball over to Vélez, but it is going to be Isaac Ramos who gets to the ball first. No foul against Vélez. It is going to be another corner, this time for the Diamondbacks. But Jacob, back and forth now in this first couple of minutes of the second half.
Yeah, indeed, a great opportunity now for Sharyland Pioneer with a corner kick. I'll take this one for a split second. Raises up his left hand. Set piece opportunity, sends it into the box. Headed back, and it is going to be cleared away. Good job by the Porter defense once more. And now a counterattack opportunity. What can the Cowboys do here?
Ciso Arguillo continues to dribble out on the left wing, but with pressure here from 2-3 players from the Diamondbacks, that is going to be very difficult. He has to stop the play, but he continues to have possession of the ball. Gives the ball over to Pavel Barrera. Pavel Barrera tries to dribble past two defenders, and he is going to lose the ball to the Dinger. Clears the ball away. Oh, that is going to be a bad tackle. Referee says it was all ball. That is going to be recovery for the Cowboys. Here goes Yael Valencia, loses the ball quickly to the other number 9, Juan Garza. The Dinger clears the ball upfield. Actually, that was Giovanni Uribe. Clears the ball upfield. That goes out of bounds. And so it's going to be a throw-in for the Cowboys.
Hector Vélez for a split. Exactly,
we really need some time for a breather, as there's going to be a substitution at this moment for the Cowboys.
Indeed. Well, first off, Hector Vélez was trying to get there to keep it in play off the touchline, but could not. And yes, indeed, there is going to be a substitution, as we'll wait and see whose double substitution it's in.
Yeah, so it looks like it's number 20, Luis Tovar, and number 9, Yael Valencia, coming out. And it looks like it is number 12, Jaden Ortega, one of the players that is coming in.
Indeed, throwing coming up here once again. Porter Cowboys with a couple of opportunities now this time.
Throw-in that is going to be intercepted here by the Diamondbacks. And here comes Jared Arevalo with the through ball, trying to find Hector Vélez. Hector is able to recover the ball after the header from Isaac Ramos. It's the Diamondbacks here with the attack. Jared Arevalo with the cross towards the far post is able to find number 22, Ezra Perez. Ezra Perez has to go back with his teammate, Maximiliano Castillo. Sends a cross that is headed out by the defenders. And this is going to be recovered by the Cowboys. And the Cowboys are now going to be building up on the attack, going out wide. A little bit of a push there. Referee says play on. Porter still has the ball. Through ball, attempted to find a teammate. That's going to go all the way towards the feet of Jonathan Uribe. And he's going to be able to sweep this mess, clear that ball upfield towards Maximiliano Castillo. Maximiliano going out towards Juan. Back to Maximiliano. Cuts back inside of the pressure of Gerardo Herrera. Cleared away. This is going to be recovered by Alexander Castillo. Going out wide, and that's going to slip underneath the feet of Christian Cabrera. And so it's going to be a throw-in favor of the Diamondbacks. Throw-in taken, and there's a bit of a tussle there, and it is going to be a foul called against the Cowboys. And it is going to be Ezra Perez who baited for that foul. He was able to get it, and this is going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity in favor of the Diamondbacks. Jacob.
Indeed, good set piece opportunity now for Sharyland Pioneer High School. will set it up.
So it looks like it's either Vélez or Giovanni Uribe who will take this free kick.
Yeah, indeed. Referee just making sure that the Porter Cowboys wall was 10 yards back. And now it's all about the weight. Referee setting things up, blows a whistle.
And it's going to be Vélez with the cross, going toward the far post. A little bit of a deflection there, it looked like, from Isaac Ramos. Linesman said there was no contact by the head of Ramos, so it is going to be called a goal kick in favor of the Cowboys. And the fans are getting pumped up here at Noel Oliveira Stadium as they are chanting, "Let's go Diamondbacks," or out here.
Indeed, yeah, both fans have been electric all evening long so far, Edson, and it's only going to get more and more exciting as we're just about halfway through this second half.
Oh, that was a good play right there, but it's going to be recovered here by the Diamondbacks. This is going to be Giovanni Uribe. Giovanni going out towards Castillo. Castillo going out wide towards Perez. Perez has to go back with De Leon, who goes and boots this ball upfield. This will be intercepted by Misael Ramirez. Misael dribbles the ball through the middle, gives the ball over to Aguillon. Aguillon has to go back with his teammate, number 10, Alexander Castillo, who goes out wide. This could be an opportunity to cross. No, he has to go give the ball back to Castillo. Castillo with the through ball out towards the wing, towards Christian Cabrera. Cabrera gets to the ball before it goes out of bounds. No, the referee says the ball did leave the field of play, so it will be a throw-in in favor of the Diamondbacks. So throw-in taken quickly, and that's going to go into the middle of nowhere, recovered by the Cowboys. Shot from outside the box, way downtown, almost from 107. And that ball is going to go wide off of the goal of Roberto Torres. And so this will be a goal kick in favor of the Diamondbacks. And it looks like there is going to be substitution for the Diamondbacks.
It's indeed substitution coming onto the field very quickly. It's going to be Alexander Vela, to be exact, coming on to the field. So good job there. And again, Diamondbacks and Porter Cowboys still draw 0-0 at the moment.
As play resumes here in Mission, Texas, it'll be Roberto Torres who will kick this ball upfield, attempting to find Hector Vélez, and he's able to find it. He heads the ball out wide, trying to find Jared Arevalo. Still the Diamondbacks with the ball. Here goes an opportunity, and it is going to be intercepted, and this is going to be Gerardo Herrera to dribble the ball, trying to build up an attack. Lob through ball, and it is going to be Torres who gets there first to clear this ball outfield and out of bounds, and so it is going to be a throw-in for the Cowboys. But good job there by Torres, acting as a sweeper keeper, as it is more commonly known in modern football, or soccer as we say it here in the States. And this ball is going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for the Diamondbacks. Trying to go upfield, attempting to find Jared Arevalo. This will be recovered by Misael. Oh, cañito by Misael Ramirez. Good touch here, 1-2 pass, and it's going to be Ciso Aguillon with the cross inside the 18-yard box, and it'll be intercepted here by the Dinger and cleared away upfield by Jose Galvan. That ball is going to go out of bounds, attempting to find number 10, Jared Arevalo, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Cowboys. Jacob, how are you doing down there? How's your breath doing?
Oh, it's great right now. I mean, loving every minute of this match so far. Great job by both teams again. And just the Porter Cowboys, as you see, they have not been able to control that midfield as much as they've liked, but still have had a couple of opportunities to try to get at least a shot, potentially on target, if not just off target indeed. But again, a great job by the Pioneer defense, and really both sides of being just this 0-0 draw at the moment.
As the famous quote goes, are you not entertained, ladies and gentlemen, by this game tonight? Although some fans here and in the chat are saying that they want a goal tonight. But I know we're not going to leave this game with double goose eggs. That I can guarantee it.
Yeah, the only question is, Edson, will we leave here in regulation, extra time, or potentially PKs? That's going to be the answer that we will get after tonight.
I think the dam is going to break sooner or later, and I have a feeling that the Diamondbacks are going to be closer to breaking that dam compared to the Porter. But we'll see how it goes, because we know, as you know for a fact, you've played FIFA EAFC for a while. Sometimes you get scored on against the momentum, and that is going to be a goal that you can't get back from. But going back with the play on the field, oh, good recovery here by the Diamondbacks. This could be dangerous. Gets past the slide. Kilo! Goal! Finish. When life hits you hard, make sure you've got the right team on your side. Kenny Perez Law, don't get played, get paid. But ladies and gentlemen, we talked about mistakes in transition, and this is exactly what happened. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Jared Arevalo who gives the go-ahead goal here at Dr. Noel Oliveira Stadium. And the Diamondbacks have a partial lead right now with 16 minutes left in this second half. But we were just talking, Jacob, right now about this not ending 0-0, and lo and behold, seconds later, the dam breaks. And the Porter looking to respond, but the Diamondbacks are able to stop this. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, it's not over just yet, though. Trying to take a strike inside the box. And it's going to be cleared away by the Diamondbacks again, and it stays 1-0.
Jacob, what was your thoughts on that goal?
Oh, it was a great goal opportunity. You saw the keeper come out to block that right side of the field, and all of a sudden, it was perfect for Arevalo to take that strike and to have an open goal, and all he had to do was slot it home, and did exactly that, Edson. A fantastic job, and Sharyland Pioneer, we saw that momentum in the first half, and now in the second half, it really has changed indeed. It's about 13 minutes, or check that, 15 minutes, 19 seconds. That's where they will stop the time for a split second, and now we'll resume play. So, my mistake on that, but back to the action in front.
And here comes Aguillon. It's going to be cleared away. That clearance is blocked here by number 18, Kevin Segura. Here come the Cowboys looking to respond. Shot from outside the box, and that is going to be easily scooped up by Roberto Torres. And ladies and gentlemen, I know I owed you all an instant replay. Let's see if this works. Let's look at the replay. Oh, okay. I apologize for that. Looks like it didn't get the replay, but here come the Diamondbacks. Once again, it is Jared Arevalo, loses the ball here with number 14, Gerardo Herrera, and the referee is going to say that it is going to be a throw-in, not a foul, and this is going to be possession that is going to be maintained by the Diamondbacks, and it is going to be Jose Galvan to take this throw-in. And he's going to go long towards Hector Vélez, gets past his marker, tries to get a cross in. That ball is going to be cleared away by Ramos, and the referee says it is going to be a throw-in in favor of the Diamondbacks. And there's going to be a substitution, Jacob, for the Diamondbacks.
Yes, indeed. Let's get to that substitution very quickly. Coming onto the field once again is going to be none other than Maximiliano Castillo. He'll come onto the field this time for the Diamondbacks as we get back to the action in front near the corner flag, off the left corner flag to be exact.
Throwing towards Hector Vélez with pressure from two players, and it is going to be Porter who is going to be victorious in that tussle, and they were able to negotiate a goal kick in their favor, which they take quickly. Now Porter has to be quick. They cannot waste any time to try to get an equalizer before the end of the second half. And they were close just moments after they conceded the first goal. But things are starting to level off, or at least that's what the Diamondbacks are going to try and do. As the referee is going to call a foul against the Diamondbacks, it will be a free kick in favor of the Cowboys. Cowboys are looking to send all their men deep. Goes the cross inside. That is going to easily be headed out by number 4, Jose Galvan. Recovered by the Cowboys. Here's Aguillon. Aguillon still with the ball. Loses the ball here to Giovanni Uribe. That ball's going to go out wide. And it's going to be recovered by Jose Galvan. Dribbling past 3 defenders. Oh, here comes an opportunity here. Hector Valdez with the ball. Through ball over to Jose Galvan. He goes inside the 18-yard box. It's still in possession with Galvan. And here comes Misael Ramirez to tow that ball and steal the ball away and extinguish that possibility for the Diamondbacks. But the Diamondbacks are close to getting that 2-0. And this ball is going to be kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Cowboys.
Momentum, though, Edson, an opportunity there from Sharyland Pioneer not too long before that. Great defensive work in that final third as the time is stopped with 12 minutes, 41 seconds left in this second half. Just a great job by the Porter Cowboys, keeping it 1-0 and trying to get that equalizing strike potentially, but they just have not recently had shots or strikes that have either been on target or trying to test the keeper.
As play restarts, and this is going to be cleared up field by the Diamondbacks, but now it looks like the Diamondbacks are going to be located just a little bit more towards their own side of the field, and they're going to want to try and go with more of the counterattacks, those long through balls, trying to find those spaces, because now it's Porter that has to open up to try to find that equalizing goal. They're going to have to move everybody up. That's going to leave spaces out wide. And looks, here comes a through ball to Aguillon. Losing the ball to the Dinger. The Dinger's going to clear this ball. That's going to be a pass over to Maximiliano Castillo. Maximiliano retains possession of the ball against the pressure from Alexander Castillo. Battle of the Castillos here, but now it is Porter that loses the ball, and it is number 18, Kevin Segura, with a charge on the back, and the referee says that there is no foul there, so it'll be a goal kick in favor of the Diamondbacks. And it looks like there is going to be a substitution here, multiple substitutions for the Cowboys. Jacob, who do you see coming in?
I believe one of the Cowboys that ended up going into the match ended up missing him, but either way, it is going to be a quick throw in now for the Porter Cowboys, but they will get fresh legs on the field.
I believe one of them is number 20, Luis Tobar, who came into this match of this substitution. So this is going to be a throw-in taken quickly by number 8, Isaac Ramos. And this is going to be recovered by Giovanni Uribe. Giovanni still gives the ball over to Jared Arevalo. Jared going out wide to Juan Garza. Pressure there from the other number 9, Yael Valencia, and it's going to be the Cowboys that recover this. Long through ball that is going to be easily rolled towards the arms of Roberto Torres. And he is going to take as many seconds as he can to be able to make this clock run out, as we have less than 10 minutes to go in the second half, and it's the Diamondbacks that have a 1-0 lead off of the goal, if I'm not mistaken, from Jared Arevalo.
Yeah, Arevalo was the man who ended up scoring that goal. Fantastic job by the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Another opportunity, and the keeper off his line, making the save, coming up, blocking that space once again. Edson.
Good job by Labra there to be attentive and able to intercept that ball before it got to a dangerous position on that attack. And now it is going to be the Cowboys that are able to negotiate a throw-in. Tried to go back, has to go up front, and they lose the ball to Jose Galvan, but that ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Cowboys. Number 20, Luis Tobar has to go back with his teammate, Isaac Ramos. Cambio de juego. Bit of a 1-2 there. There's going to be a clearance from De Leon. And that ball is still in bounds. Bounced a little bit. Looked like it wanted to go out, but it stayed inside the field of play. It's still in possession of the Cowboys. But now you're seeing a pressure up here from the Diamondbacks, and they just forced a pass that maybe they did not want. But here goes an opportunity. Play goes on. Hector Vélez. Hector! What a save from Isaac Labra! And it looks like the referee took a little bit of time to call a handball against the Diamondbacks. It looked like it was going to be an opportunity for Hector Vélez to make this 2-0. Took a little bit of time, but in the end, he ends up calling a handball against the Diamondbacks. So it's going to be a free kick in favor of the Cowboys. That ball's going to go into the 18, and it is going to be Aguillon who is going to be called for an offside. But the temperature is rising, Jacob, here at Noel Oliveira Stadium. What do you think is going to happen in these last 7.5 minutes?
Well, I think we're already starting to see it. Porter are going to start to get a little bit more desperate in general with this match. There's not that much time left, but there have been a couple of opportunities where we've seen as the Porter Cowboys just trying to get the ball forward as fast as possible as the time is not on their side. So I think we're going to start to see that a lot more, potentially more fouls committed because of that, as well as we see a substitution for the Pioneer Diamondbacks just trying to keep their legs as fresh as possible to match the energy of the Porter Cowboys late in this one.
Yeah, so it is going to be Matthew Sanchez coming into this game. This is going to be a throw-in for the Cowboys. And time is running out for Brownsville Porter. They need to get an equalizer quick to at least go into the penalty shootouts, or it is going to be the end of the road and the end of their unbeaten streak against the Pioneers, against the Pioneer Diamondbacks. This ball is going to be recovered by Sean Dinger, has to go back with Roberto Torres, and he's going to clear that ball upfield, and he's attempting to find a teammate recovered by the Cowboys. This could be dangerous. Player goes down on the ground. Referee has called a foul in favor of the Cowboys at a dangerous location on the field. Jacob, this is that opportunity that the Cowboys have been looking for. They've been unable to get some opportunities in the run of play, but this could be what they needed off of a set piece.
Indeed, exactly what they could possibly need. Set piece opportunity also could be a shot on target. You never know with these sometimes, as that's exciting. You can hear the Pioneer Diamondbacks crowd
getting louder. I think it's going to go direct. Shot from outside the IT! And that is going to be close, but no cigar, ladies and gentlemen. That ball hits the uprights or not the uprights, but the crossbars of both the soccer goal and the field goal. That is going to be out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick in favor of the Diamondbacks. But close call there by the Cowboys.
Exactly what they wanted to have happen is a chance in on goal. Made the keeper work. I thought the keeper had touched it out of play, but the referee said no, it was just hit off the crossbar of both the field goal and the regular goal, and the soccer goal to be exact. And sure enough, 1-0 still your score, but another opportunity for Porter High School.
Here comes a through ball, attempting to find number 9, Yael Valencia, and it is going to be Jose Galvan who is just going to guide that ball to leave the field of play off of the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick for the Diamondbacks. But if you notice just a couple of seconds ago, just look at the hustle from Jared Arevalo, number 10 for the Pioneers, going with that high pressure, trying to force the defensive line to make a mistake. It already worked in the play that led to the first goal. Can they make a similar play to try to force a second that will end this game?
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. That is going to be a free kick again for the Porter Cowboys. That's in right past midfield.
Yes, and here comes another opportunity, but this time it is going to be Misael Ramirez, number 24, who's going to boot this ball upfield, going into the 18-yard box. And Ramirez sends that ball deep in the 18, headed away. This ball's going to land inside the 18 towards the Porter player. Tries to go with the cheeky back heel kick, and that's going to easily go into the arms of Roberto Torres. And the crowd is firing up here in Mission, Texas, supporting their Diamondbacks.
Referee says play on there, Edson.
All right, and we continue on because here come the Cowboys, and it looks like the referee has called for a foul, or if the ball went out, it looks like there is going to be a yellow card shown for number 8, Maximiliano Castillo. So now it'll be Christian Contreras who will come into this match. Only 3 minutes left in this game. Only 3 minutes for the Cowboys to find an equalizing goal. Will they get it, ladies and gentlemen in the chat? Will Porter equalize, or will the Diamondbacks get the victory and move on to the next round of the UIL playoffs? We have almost all of the Porter players are lined up right outside the 18-yard line. And it looks like there's a bit of communication here from the referees. So Jacob, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Do you think that Porter will equalize?
I mean, there's a great chance that they will, because they have just time and time again been able to get this possession. But of course, yes, 1-0. How much longer can the Pioneer Diamondbacks be able to survive with having to basically almost sort of park the bus in a way on a consistent basis this time? I think the referees are actually talking to possibly the administration, I think, because of the noisemakers potentially. Indeed, that they might have to tell the fans to stop with the vuvuzelas in the stands.
Well, in the meantime, I think let's go for a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
This is the island where even the grown-ups forget.
Back we go once again here. The time ended up being wrong on the scoreboard, and so that's what the referees were talking about as we're back underway.
Cross inside the 18. Now it's going to be headed away and cleared away by the Pioneer defensive line. And this ball is going to not stay in. It's going to stay in bounds. The Diamondbacks are going to clear this ball and boot it towards the Porter side of the field. Misael Ramirez clears that ball upfield. Possession here maintained by the Cowboys. Alexander Castillo with the ball, gets past the defender, tries to go for another pass. Referee says play on, cleared upfield, headed out there from a Porter player, cleared away by Jose Galvan, and it will be a throw-in for the Cowboys with 2.5 minutes left in this game. Play resumes, and it is going to be Gerardo Herrera. Gerardo Herrera with the pressure of two players, and that ball is going to go out of bounds, and this will be a corner kick in favor of the Cowboys.
Cowboys with the corner here. Opportunity for a set piece and an equalize. To equalize to be exact. Raises up his left hand.
Hector Herrera is going to come in with the cross. That is going to be headed in, and that ball just kind of sneaks right in front of the goal line. Looks like it was flirting with the goal line, trying to see if it wanted to go in. If it didn't want to go in, at the end, that goes wide off of the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for the Diamondbacks. But at this point, Jacob, if I was the Diamondback player, I would try to maintain possession and take it all the way to the corner flag and burn some minutes there.
I would agree. They'll send that one away, though, this time. Like I said, like you said, Edson, of course, yes, you want to take it to the corner flag if you're a player as much as possible. I think the keeper with the save here, he will fall on the ground and do exactly that.
Burns a couple of seconds there. We are 1 minute to go in this game. The crowd here is standing up, giving the last push to the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks still with possession of the ball. Bit of contact there on Christian Contreras. Referee says that it is going to be a throw-in favor of Porter, quickly taken by Isaac Ramos. Isaac with the long throw-in, attempting to find Gerardo Herrera, but it is going to be the Dinger who's going to come up with the ball, and it is going to be a throw-in in favor of the Diamondbacks with 27 seconds to go in this game. And the crowd gets up here in Mission, Texas. The Diamondbacks are seconds away from moving on into the next round of the playoffs. Ball recovered here by the Cowboys, by Yael Valencia. One more opportunity. No, they lose the ball. Recovered here by Valencia. These seconds are crucial, and it is going to be a foul called against the Cowboys. But the time has run out, and ladies and gentlemen, the Diamondbacks are moving on to the next round of the UIL playoffs. What, Jacob, what a gritty battle. Man, like, if you were not entertained by this game, I don't know what to tell you, man. But at the end of the day, against all odds, Brownsville Porter coming in undefeated in this match. We talked about mistakes being the difference, and that's exactly what happened tonight, Jacob. One mistake gave the Diamondbacks the goal that makes them go to the next round of the playoffs. Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, you're spot on, Edson. It's just the way that the play was. Sharyland Pioneer, they break through tonight. This was their breakthrough match of not only the season, but what has been building up to it. I talked about it at the Luke Frias show yesterday, and I talked about it a little bit in the pregame show today, Edson, where they played against Brownsville Lopez 2 straight years in a row, lost in both of those years, and sneaked through with a victory here tonight against a dominant Porter team that had played phenomenal soccer throughout the regular season, too. And so this is a match where it was very gritty, had the opportunities, and sure enough, was able to get the opportunity and the victory here this evening. Well, quickly, let's head to commercial very quickly, and then when we return, we will get you all with the post-game show coming up here very shortly.
Sounds good. We'll be right back in just a couple of moments.
South Padre is more than an island. It's the island.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
So back live we go once again here, post-game show presented by Kenny Perez Law. Very quickly, yes, tonight's playoff coverage was brought to you by Kenny Perez Law, your hometown injury lawyer serving Brownsville and beyond. Don't get played, get paid. Well, Edson, of course, as we all know, the player of the match. Who do you think the player of the match is to you here this evening? Because yes, we could give it to, as everyone is all excited there, what we could give it to, of course, the goal scorer being Jared Arevalo. But at the same time, goalkeeping kind of made the difference at the same time too.
It did, but it didn't at the same time. Because let's be honest, there really wasn't a lot of like like clear this is going to be a goal place.
Yes.
There were close calls. Yes, I will give you that. But nothing that made me say, oh, like this was like an amazing save that kept it out of field. Like a lot of the shots that they had very little direction or very little power. That didn't really bother the keeper, right? So if you ask me, like you just did, I would have to give it to Jared Arevalo for his goal tonight.
I would have to agree with you as well. I just wanted to see what you would have to say as well. Jared Arevalo, the lone goal scorer here tonight, making Sharyland Pioneer get to play in the area round. And Edson, that means that they are, well, the Pioneer Diamondbacks, yes, they have the area round, then the regional semis, and then the regional finals. 3 more matches before they could potentially make their way to the state semis and finals over in Georgetown. How exciting will that be, especially for this team? We'll wait and see who they end up playing, as this is an early Thursday match, but again, very exciting. Well, quickly as well, I think we have to go. Final thoughts from tonight.
Final thoughts. Honestly, the only thing I can say is congratulations to the Diamondbacks. They really deserve this victory. And you know what? To all of the fans from Brownsville Porter, chin up, guys. Your team fought really, really hard tonight. Things didn't go in their favor, but you know what? That doesn't mean that this whole season was a failure or that it was not a good season. They had a really good season in the regular season. Pardon the redundancy. But at the end of the day, it's in these kinds of matches where you shut off your mind for just a split second, and that could be the difference between going on to the next round or staying in the middle of the road.
Exactly. Also, one more thing. Remember, time matters both on the field and after an accident. Contact Kenny Perez Law today to protect your case. Well, either way, it's been what a fantastic evening here for Rio Sports Live Network. I've been Jacob Young. This has been a Rio Sports Live presentation. And until next time, we will see you all soon as once again, Sharyland Pioneer win at home and will advance to the area round.